I thought it was a perfect film for where I was in my life. I was sort of feeling a little bit dark and complicated and coming out of some tough stuff, and I tried to use that. I really tried to take what I was going through and use it and just have a blast with these other amazing actors, and that's what we did. She's a fantastic director with a very bright future. I was really impressed. We did this on a very, very low budget, and she's a musician, so there was something quite musical about the way that she directs and edits, and I'm just incredibly impressed by her.
I am so in love with this movie. It is, it's one of those movies where the biggest special effect in the thing are the performances that we get to do, and our director, who is incredible, Nora Kirkpatrick, created such a trusting set to just be vulnerable, to just be to have that kind of material to get to play with is a blessing. And when you get to just have a director who trusts you and you trust in return, and you're in the middle of nowhere for 30 days doing a very quick shoot, that's everything you can rely on. That's everything you can hope for, and we had it all. So it was such an amazing process, and the movie itself turned out incredible. So I'm so excited. When you have a tone that sort of goes to every spectrum, like the tone in this movie does, you have to trust your director. And I always use Nora as my North Star to be like, okay, so now we're with Mitch, who's very inebriated or taking drugs, or like, how far do we want to go with this? And with Nora, it was always about that sort of like, bring it to the edge, but keep it real. And I think we found like the right sweet spot. Yeah, I think she is a superstar. I think she's incredible. It's very hard doing film for the first time. It's very hard doing a movie that has limited resources, a limited budget, and a very short window with which to shoot. And she nailed all of the assignments. And, I think I speak for the whole cast, where it was like, we will follow her to the ends of the road. She's got a very bright future ahead of her.
All the actors in this movie were the most malleable and prepared and wonderful human beings. And so we got to have so much fun, because everybody showed up ready, and then we could really play. So I can't say enough good things about my cast, and they built this friendship in a very short period of time, and that really came across on screen, so I was honored to work with them. I feel like so much of the rhythm of the script was musically informed in terms of the rhythm and the pace of the writing. I was often thinking about like a staccato or legato scene in terms of how it's going to move. And then, so amazingly, who's going to be here tonight, one of my musicians from the band I was in for a long time, called Edward Sharp and the Magnetic Zeros, he scored the film. And so we have a 15-year musical conversation going on that he got to continue when he did this movie. So we got to just talk about the pace of it, and then he made some beautiful music, and it's so nice to be able to work with old friends. Tribeca's been a film festival I've been dreaming about since I was a kid, so the fact that I get to have a movie premiere here is an incredible honor. And in New York City, no less, where so many of my friends can come. So this is I'm honored to be here. And this is our first time showing it to people. I wanted to do something that was like a pressure cooker, where all the emotion, or all the turns of the movie were emotional, rather than something with car chases and explosions, which I love. But in this moment, I wanted to see if I could keep it interesting in 90 minutes with emotional turns. And I'd kind of been thinking about this idea of how much truth is in true love, and how well do our partners know us, and how much is that related to how well we know ourselves. So that was kind of my thesis statement. And then this movie happened.